Get ready to dive into a world where empires stand on the brink of war and terrible monsters tear at the fragile borderlands of men. The Adventurer-Conqueror King System Imperial Imprint, or as we like to call it, Acts 2, is now live on Kickstarter. Acts 2 is the new edition of the acclaimed best-selling fantasy role-playing game. You'll find everything you need to enjoy epic fantasy campaigns with a sweeping scope. Whether you want to crawl through dungeons, experiment with alchemy, crossbreed monsters, run a merchant emporium, raise an undead legion, or even conquer an empire, Acts 2 supports your playstyle. Acts 2 integrates experience point mechanics, making campaign activities a seamless part of the core gameplay loop. Your character levels up in new and exciting ways each time you play, adding massive replayability to each of your adventures. Acts 2 offers 18 character classes, 378 spells, new combat mechanics, and so much more. Support Acts 2 on Kickstarter today.
Giant or somewhere in between. Round the table with your friends, playing Dungeons and Dragons. And if life ever knocks you down, your dice will surely turn around. Roll your stats, it's time to quest. Let's put your characters to the test.
Hello and welcome to Knocked Prone, a podcast of high crits, small fits, and varying wits. My name is Cade, and I'm the host and dungeon master of this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure. And I'm joined here by the players to my left.
Mason playing Litsea.
Brooklyn playing Litsea.
Jameson playing Jack.
Danny playing Tess.
Caden playing Torinn.
All right, awesome. As last we left our adventurers, they explored the remainder of the prison that was the Frosty Fortress that was supposed to hold Torinn's father. Torinn wanted to take out some anger on some zombies, and so he ran down a hallway to confront a group of zombies, attacked them, almost killed them, but then was quickly after taken out by the two zombies, and they are now standing over Torinn. That was the end of the zombies' turn. Jack, it is your turn.
Tess, when you were abandoning your new emotional support animal and your bag, did you just drop them as you were exiting this room so they'd be like...
Yeah, I would have thrown it to in your guys' general direction.
Okay, yeah.
It's no, go to them.
So, is this a shoulder bag? What kind of bag?
Yeah, it's a satchel.
Okay. With saber-toothed tigers in it.
With saber-toothed tigers.
And I said I would take the bag, but I might have lied. Not on purpose, but I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I don't know what I would do with it. So instead, because I don't want to worry about it, I'm going to toss it to Harold.
Okay.
And say, hold on to this, you're in charge of the cat.
Yeah. Harold will grab the bag and he's like, a weapon.
No. Dummy. And then I'm going to start moving through.
Are you dashing?
I was going to ask if throwing the bag would take an action or not. I'll be one in front of Litsea, I think. 60 feet.
Yeah, so you make it 20 feet down this hallway around this curve, and you are able to see Torinn laying unconscious on the floor with two zombies right over him looking ready to chomp.
I'm going to shout at them as I come around the corner. Right! Come and get it!
They look up and lazily look back down at Torinn.
No.
And speaking of Torinn, go ahead and make me a death save.
Oh no! Natural 1, dude.
Natural 1.
Yes.
Okay, that is 2 failed death saves for Torinn. Lakir, you are up.
He's got 8 healing potions on him.
He does.
Exactly.
You can't take a healing potion when you're dead.
But I can pour it in his mouth.
I will start moving that way. Honestly, Lakir would probably be pretty lax about the whole thing because he saw Torinn absolutely obliterate 3 zombies just a second ago, so he wasn't all concerned when this started happening. So I'll dash, I guess, but only because I start to hear you shout, and I'll be like, wait a second, and then am I able to peek around the corner?
Yeah. So you dash, you see Torinn laying unconscious, and but with that, Tess, you are up. You are in this lightning bolt room with the monitors, and you hear Jack shouting at some zombies.
If I can run, I don't know if we measured out exactly, but if I could get there I can't. Oh no.
You can get 5 feet before the corner.
I'll dash as my action,
Okay.
which should take me to Torinn and bonus action. Oh, I can't give him a potion as a bonus action, can I?
No, it's an action to give an ally a potion.
Yeah, I don't have anything that can do it as a bonus action. But I will attempt to, as a bonus action, provoke them.
Provoke them? Sure, yeah. Roll me an intimidation check.
Okay. So that's a 8.
So unfortunately, you do not intimidate them, and they are looking hungrily down at Torinn's bleeding out skull. Litsea, you are the last line of defense for Torinn.
But I'm really far away. If I move 30 feet, then can I touch Torinn?
Yes.
Realizing that we need to move quickly, and I am a small girl, I am going to turn into a hag very reluctantly, since the party has not seen me in hag form. My hag form has this like hooded cloak, and everything is
Right.
part of my clothes, and I'm gonna put over like the hood and go full like trying to be in the shadow of my cloak and not really expose myself too much, so that I can move the 30 feet to get there as fast as possible, and then immediately cure wounds.
Okay. How much do you cure wounds for? And as you're casting Cure Wounds, roll me a wild magic table.
I'm just gonna 18.
18. All right, Torinn, you come back alive for 18 hit points.
Awesome.
And then my wild magic roll, 14. Oh dear. You moved it.
So 14 and 77? Mm-hmm. Do you have the ability to breathe underwater?
No.
Gills etch themselves along the sides of your neck, and you gain the ability to breathe both air and water permanently.
Permanently? That's
was-
dope.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you weren't going to be able to breathe air for a sec.
Welcome to being
I
a
have to have a
mermaid.
fishbowl on
Yeah.
my head now. Wow, that would really add to my look.
So you can now you can add that to your character sheet that you can breathe water permanently.
Also, so he has taken necrotic damage, and then he has also hurt the zombies. I'm just wondering, is there any blood involved in this fight?
Yes. So Torinn was bleeding out.
Okay, so I will then also enter a blood madness as a hag.
Okay. And roll me your blood madness table.
8.
Shadows have swapped places with everyone's bodies and are holding their owners captive as their new shadows. So, Litsea, as a hag, anytime she sees blood, has to make a blood madness roll, and demons kind of take over her eyesight and make it so that she sees various things happening. So currently, she believes that everyone's shadows has animated and is possessing everyone's bodies.
Did you say that they swapped places?
As in, everyone
Looks like
looks
shadows.
like shadows, and
Oh,
their
great.
shadows have taken over their bodies.
Okay.
And is that the end of your turn?
I'm going to, as a bonus action, use my Eldritch Cannon to aim at the zombies.
Okay.
That was my original command. 19 to hit.
A 19 will hit.
9 points of damage.
How would you like to kill this?
My Eldritch Cannon aims for the zombie right in the chest and just force ballista through the heart.
Okay. Yeah, and the zombie falls backwards, letting out a... and it's dead. And with that, it is the zombie's turn. Seeing its buddy die, it will call out for help, but it will swing down at Torinn, as Torinn, you were the one to hurt it so much. That is going to be 20 to hit, dirty 20.
Shield. So that'll
Shield. That'll miss.
Yep.
Okay. And then instead of doing a second attack, it's going to do something called projectile vomit. Everyone in the hallway, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Dude, what saving throws am I even good at? Literally charisma. Yeah. Literally charisma. Everything else is like 0. -1. 19.
You Torinn got a 19?
5?
5?
21.
21? Okay. Litsea?
Natural 1!
A natural 1? Okay, so Tess and Litsea, you are going to take the full amount, and then the other two are going to take half Tess and Litsea, you will take 11 points of acid damage. And then Jack and Torinn, you will take 5 points of damage. And then Jack, you are also within 30 feet of...
My curse is gone, boy! Let's go.
I was going to say, that hurts.
It would have, but it's
Anyway.
not gonna anymore.
So-
I believe that means
And
I
Jack-
have to roll.
You do have to roll a d6 to see if you change.
Oh no.
Yay!
Yeah,
yay.
you got a 2.
I get really mad that I like pull it back
Pull
in.
it together.
I'm like, oh yes!
As you get puked on, which is very frustrating, I would imagine. Anyway, but that is the end of the zombie's turn. Jack, you are up. There's one zombie left, and they called for reinforcements.
All right, Jack is gonna first thing, huge sigh, just like shoulders drop, because he was prepared for it to hurt. I mean, like obviously the projectile vomit hurt,
Right.
but his entire being did not feel as though it was being drained this
Right.
time when others were getting hurt, and he's very relieved,
Yeah?
just like the good old days.
Yeah.
Can I see the other zombie from
Yeah.
one end of the hallway, or is it around the corner?
No, so it's standing directly in front of Torinn. It is a little obscured, but...
Eldritch Blast, then. We're just gonna straight from where we are.
Yep, roll to hit.
12.
A 12 will not hit.
And I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's a 28.
A 28 will hit, yes.
It's, 12.
12?
12 force damage.
Yes, so tell me, Jack, as you send this second Eldritch Blast out, what are you doing to kill it?
I mean, I'm all about headshots.
'Kay.
So he's gonna shoot this just ball of force. Probably like a green and purple ball of invisible energy.
Yeah.
And then it just
Yeah.
pops the head
so
of the
it
zombie.
hits the head right off this zombie, and you guys can hear through the doorway that is 15 feet away more zombies coming. What are you going to do with the rest of your turn?
I am going to move just past everybody into the small room that's ahead of us that the zombies were in.
Okay.
So I'm going to move.
Yep, so you move 30 feet forward past all your allies who hug the wall as you shimmy past
Yeah,
them.
just squeeze past.
Yeah.
Just let me squeeze past you real quick. Sorry.
Torinn, you are up. Oh, and Jack, I need you to make me a wild magic
Right.
table roll.
3.
That's the bad one. You're again on the naughty list.
18.
18? That's not great.
That's not great. I'm scared.
It might be okay. You might.
Magical item gets cursed. Anytime someone gets hurt within 30...
You transform into a marble statue of yourself for 1 minute, during which time you are considered petrified.
Well, I'm in the doorway now. I am an obstacle now.
Yeah. So when you are petrified, you are incapacitated. You can't move or speak. You are unaware of your surroundings. You auto-fail strength and dex save throws. You have resistance to all damage. You're immune to poison and disease, but against attack you have advantage. For 1 minute, you are just a little statue.
Is that a condition or what?
Yes, that is a condition. Being petrified is a condition.
So, have a question. So I can use Quicken Spell to make a spell
Is a bonus action.
as a bonus action. In that case, if I do, are there any rules about casting another spell as my action, or would I be limited to casting a cantrip?
Unfortunately, you can only cast one spell a turn, unless you have something like Action Surge, which I don't believe sorcerers do.
Okay, so I'm gonna use. I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on Jack to remove his paralysis.
Okay. Yeah. So you
and-
immediately turn out of a stone.
Love that.
And I'm doing that as a quicken spell, so it'll burn a sorcery point.
Okay.
And then,
As well as I need you to make a wild magic.
okay, so that's 15.
15, that's the good table.
Oh, 4.
Caster teleports 25 feet to the left of their location to the most unoccupied space and leaves a trail of fire in their wake. So Litsea and Tess, you guys are standing behind Torinn, and he just disappears, and there's a big ball of fire in his place.
What a thing to witness. Me turn into stone for like half a second and then come back, and then Torinn just disappears into fire.
Wow, this magic's wild.
Wild,
And
bro.
Torinn, is that the end of your turn?
Is there anybody next to him? Does he see anybody?
Oh yeah, through those. Did I just burn somebody?
These cells seem emptied.
Okay. I'll just move into the hallway to where I can see into the room, but not immediately.
Yeah, so you move into, so you teleported 25 feet to the left. It took you to a random prison cell 25 feet to the left of where you were. So you couldn't see your friends, and then you round a corner, and you are able to see where Jack is standing, unpetrified. And then, here, it is going to be your turn.
Okay, I'll move here, and then I'll just kind of like, what is the holdup? And then instead, I've had about enough of this wild magic, and I'm going to take out my bow, and I'm going to knock an arrow and attempt to hit a zombie with a bow.
You know, I frustrated you when you stopped using magic.
I just figure Lakir is definitely, he doesn't love wild magic anyway.
There's no more
so.
like formula to it. It's,
Yep.
You cast a spell and something else is gonna happen. Can't have that.
10. So I think it misses.
A 10 to hit? A 10 will not hit these zombies.
A little rusty.
Yeah.
And with that, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No.
Okay. Tess, you are up.
Alrighty. Tess is going to summon a healing spirit as a bonus action, retroactively realizing I could have saved Torinn with that last time, saving us a bit of hassle, but that's okay. I thought it was an action to summon and then a bonus action to activate, but it's just bonus.
Nice.
So I'll summon it, and I don't think it can take damage, so I'll summon it right in that fire. And then I will also bend water, creating my little shield.
Okay.
Like, bending the little water I bring in my pouch and making a little ice shield out of my staff.
Could you
Nice.
just use that water to put out the fire?
Yeah, I could have. That would have been smart. Yeah, I'll retcon that if that is all right.
Yeah, sure.
I'll like bend it and then be like, oh wait, splash
up.
it. So it's only like 3 gallons of water. So
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know if
able to
that's
splash out
that's able
the
to put it out.
fire. Yeah, it's
Sweet.
a pretty small fire, but it would still hurt. So yeah, you splash out the fire, and then you're still able, with the rest of your turn, able to meld the water into your shield. And then with that, Litsea, you are up.
So in my panicky chaos of experiencing the blood madness for the first time, I'm gonna take out my nunchucks and approach Jack from behind, thinking that I'm seeing this vicious shadow who has Jack as prisoner, because he's the first thing I see in front of me. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I have a whole grin on my face. Like, just the absolute mess that we've just been thrown into is like kind of making me tick in a weird way. So I'm going to attempt to hit him with my nunchucks.
Okay.
A natural 20.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, so that hits
Yeah, 20 will hit.
12 damage.
Okay.
12 damage. Awesome.
What
and
kind
then
of
are you
damage?
bludgeoning, magical bludgeoning?
Is this the first time we've had like party attacking
Yeah,
each other?
PvP. This is the
Well,
first time.
you know, aside from the time that Lakir stabbed himself to hurt me.
That was all in good fun. All in good fun.
Oh, it was super fun, let me tell you.
And then my Eldritch Cannon, I'm going to say, is still under the command of what I originally asked them to do, which is just going to be attacking the zombies with the Force Ballista. So my Eldritch Cannon is going to repeat that action as it did last turn.
Okay.
27.
That'll hit.
8 points of damage.
8 points of force damage?
Yes.
Okay. So you hit the zombie with this force ballista. It looks down at your Eldritch Cannon and goes,
Brain? Brain.
and it will shamble forward as if nothing happened to it. And these 3 zombies are going
Oh my god.
to circle up around Jack and flanking him. And
I'm gonna die.
so they're gonna roll to hit with their slam attacks. Jack, that's a 22 to hit.
Yeah,
21 to hit.
yeah.
23 to hit.
Restore balance. One of them doesn't get advantage.
Okay, I'll say it's this one. So 3 of them hit. 1 of them is going to miss. 22 to hit. And a 19 to hit.
Meets beats.
Okay. So 5 of these 6 attacks are going to hit you.
I should have stayed a statue, man. Wait, what kind of damage is this?
Bludgeoning.
I'm resistant
half
to bludgeoning.
half necrotic.
Okay, half the bludgeoning damage.
I will do the bludgeoning right now.
If I knew they were super zombies, I wouldn't have done it. Because I was thinking they were like regular zombies. And I was like, we're going to walk through these guys. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of health, but
All right. So you will take 37 points of bludgeoning damage.
is that halved?
No, half of 37 is 18. And you will take 40 points of necrotic damage.
1 point! I had 39 left. I'm down. I'm down. But I'm not dead. I thought I was dead.
No, I thought you were dead too. Okay, and with that is the entirety of the zombies' turns. Jack, make me a death save.
He heals 5 from my
You
spirit.
heal 5 for the
I'm
spirit.
back, baby! Do I even, like, fall down?
You do fall down, you fall
Okay.
unconscious, and then you will take 1 point of exhaustion as you get back up. You guys could have walked out of the frickin' prison.
I thought that's what we were doing with Pass the
You're gonna have to take a whole long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're right next to the big bad.
Torn has some
Fortress.
issues to work through right now, and we're going to support
I'm
him.
for it. I'm all for it. Jack, you are up.
Okay, bonus action Misty Step. I'm gonna go to the end of the hallway behind everybody now. Can I shoot past everyone if I do an Eldritch Blast from here?
You can. They will have half cover.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot Eldritch Blasts from here then.
Okay.
Just hitting the one straight ahead of me, and that's gonna be 28.
A 28 will hit.
Second one, 27.
A 27 will hit.
And then that'll be 11 force damage on the first one,
Okay.
and 12 on the second.
Go ahead and tell me how you'd like to kill this zombie.
I got, what, 5 hit points back?
Yeah, you are knocking on death's door currently.
Yeah, no, so I'm like, and I just amazingly hit. Like,
It weaves through everyone.
Yeah, right. I'll just shoot 2, one in the chest, one in the head.
Okay. Yeah. So you knock the head of this zombie all the way down the hallway. It falls over, completely dead. And with that, Torinn, you are up.
I'm going to summon Construct.
Summon Construct. Okay.
I need to do wild magic. It'll be 10,
47.
8, 95.
Okay. So I believe both of those are on the medium table. Jack, you appear to be an angry old man to your allies. They must make a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC or be frightened by you for 1 minute. So what's your spell save?
18.
All right, everyone make me a wisdom save who can see Jack right now.
15.
Not great. Wisdom save?
Wisdom.
11.
Okay, so,
18.
oh, you got an 18?
Test passes.
Yeah, so Tess, you look at Jack and he appears normal. Litsea and Lakir,
I'm a shadow old man.
Jack becomes a scary old man and you cannot approach him.
I'm gonna get you.
Hey, that's good for you right now.
Yeah.
Caster's feet double in size, doubling their movement speed and adding +3 to
Cool.
initiative bonuses for 1 day.
All right. I got big feet and I'm an old man.
And you have a weird shadow.
And I'm about to die.
And you're about to die.
Woo! But you're not cursed.
I got turned into stone, got knocked unconscious, got brought back, all in a span of like 12 seconds.
And
then teleported.
with that, Torinn, you summon your construct. I'll need you to make me a wild magic check as well.
Yes. 7. 65.
65. 7 and 65. Considering this has an effect that doesn't apply to the spell that you created, the next time you cast a spell, you will have a wild magic effect go off.
It'll be the Construct's turn right after me now.
Okay. Yep.
It's a metal construct, and it'll be 2 slam attacks. So we'll just do the guy on the right.
Take him down.
So 18 plus 4, so 20.
22 to hit. That will hit.
Okay, so 15 damage on the first one.
Okay, so 15 damage it takes. It looks bloodied. A natural 1. Unfortunately, that will miss. The construct gets really confused and it body slams Litsea's ballista cannon. With that, is that the end of your turn, Torinn? Or your construct's turn?
Yeah, that's the end of it.
Okay, Lakir, you are up.
I'm just going to take out my sword. I'll just attack the one that is bloodied.
Okay,
12.
12 will not hit.
And that'll be my
That's
turn.
your turn? Okay. With that, it is going to go around to Tess's turn again.
Well, Tess, not sure exactly what to do in this moment, is just going to cast Watery Sphere on the one to the right.
The one that's bloodied or the one that's not
The
bloodied?
one that's not bloodied.
Okay.
And they will need to make a strength saving throw of at least 16.
That is a 9. They fail.
Alrighty, on a fail, they are restrained by my watery sphere and engulfed in the water.
All
so
right.
I just summon a big watery blob and just, morph into that little circle. And I specifically chose this because it did not do damage.
Gotcha. All right. So the zombie is restrained, and with that, Litsea, you are up.
So how long is Jack still looking like a scary man?
A minute. So it's been one
Still-
round, so 6 seconds
Still
have
gone?
passed.
Yeah, okay. I feel like once Jack turned into Scary Man, I went back focused on the zombies. So I'm going to use my nunchucks on the zombie to my right.
Yeah, so you attack the one that Tess just restrained. You heal 6 hit points, Litsea, from Tess's aura of healing.
It's a giant grasshopper, by the way.
Yeah, you have advantage on this zombie as it is restrained.
27 to hit.
A 27 will hit.
17 points of damage.
All right, it looks bloodied. And are you going to use your extra attack against this one?
Yes, and then I'm going to use my cannon, force ballista, 24 to hit,
That will hit.
11 points of damage.
Tell me how you want to kill this thing.
Again, my force ballista, always aiming for the chest. Knocks
Shooting
it.
the heart out.
Shooting the heart. That's its thing. It just, does the most damage, so.
All right, awesome. So now there is only one zombie left. It looks frightened, but not frightened enough to not attack.
Is this the one in the bubble?
This is the one in the bubble, so it is restrained.
On that note, my spirit actually goes away because concentration. I'll switch to the bubble.
It's not very smart. It's going to attack Lakir just because it's the only person he can really reach at the moment. Lakir, with disadvantage, does an 18 hit you.
Shield.
Shield?
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk my concentration right now. I've got 3 intellect fortresses up.
All right, and then does a 22 hit your armor class.
It does, yes.
You'll take 23 points of damage in total, 11 of that being bludgeoning and 12 of that being necrotic.
I'll just block 2 of it.
Okay, so you'll only take 21. Your ward will absorb 2 of it, and you will take 21 points of damage. But with that, that's the end of the zombie's turn. It's still restrained. Jack, you're up. You're at the end of this hallway. You can't really see the zombie. It's backed into a corner by all of your allies just wailing on it. What are you doing?
I'm gonna drink one of those healing potions that Torinn gave me.
Okay, yep. So that's 2d4 plus 2.
My wild magic was 7 and 17
Okay.
for casting shield.
You gain the ability to breathe underwater
Goodness.
Okay.
for one day.
Oh, okay. It's just one day.
So not as
permanently.
cool. But if you and Litsea
like
wanted to have a
that.
pool party,
Just today, though.
just today.
Party.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave him to it, man. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna drink a potion and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand there right there.
All right. So how much do you heal for? Only 7. That's okay. With that, it's going to be Torinn. You are up. You have this pending wild magic attack, and one of your constructs surrounding this zombie.
I drink a health potion.
Okay.
My potion is a bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move up to where I can see. I guess I don't necessarily need to see him. I'm going to cast True Strike on my construct.
As you cast True Strike on your construct, your wild magic takes into effect, and the target of your next spell is erased from existence as if they never existed at all.
Dang it.
And so your construct is no longer. But go ahead and roll me a wild magic table.
Thank goodness that was
Yeah,
cast
thank you for not
on
casting
know,
the
yeah.
construct.
Or if I cast 8 on 3 people. Oh my gosh. 17,
That's the good table.
64.
Every ally within 30 feet of you, so everyone except for Jack, roll me a d8.
4.
And what's your charisma modifier?
5.
Every ally within 30 feet of you gains 9 charisma modifier health, and every enemy within 30 feet of you takes 9 charisma modifier necrotic damage. It is immune to necrotic damage as a zombie, but everyone else heals for 9 hit points, except for Jack. It's a rough time for
I
Jack.
remove my curse. I'm alive!
You have been overly picked on today.
But with
Absolutely
that,
obliterated.
Torinn, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
And then Lakir, you are up.
Okay. After missing 2 attacks and then just being attacked and hit pretty hard by that one, I know it's restrained and I don't even care. I'm gonna cast just magic missile.
Okay.
And just send them like straight through its head.
How much damage does it deal?
Max 15 points of force damage.
Tell me how you like for your magic missiles to disassemble this zombie.
I just want to like send them in, and I don't know. For the most part, I just want to like have them come together to form one point of energy and just go straight through its head.
Yes, that happens.
That's the
A
move.
bullet-sized hole goes through its head. Roll me a wild magic table as the combat is ending.
5. I have not rolled well on the wild magic table. 8.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Goodness.
So a 5 is the bad table.
Scary.
Roll me a d4. 3. Lakir, roll me another d4.
A 3 again.
Okay. Tess, you are poisoned for 3 hours.
Nice.
So poisoned, by the way, what that does, disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. And with that, we are now out of initiative, out of combat. Let me just save you the searching. Every single enemy and ally has either been found or dead in this prison.
Cool.
Wow.
And it's all thanks to me.
And we've got Torinn has 2 levels of exhaustion, and then
got
Jack
1.
has 1,
Yep.
and then we've got a poisoned Tess
Party
over
member.
On the
there.
bright side, Intellect Fortress is still up on each of you.
Wow.
So,
Amazing.
It's impressive that stayed up, actually. And I can breathe underwater. So how long does my blood madness last for?
Blood Madness is for an hour, I believe.
Well, how are we gonna? How? Good luck containing me, y'all. Like,
Who's read How to Train Your Hag? I know that Jack has, and I know that Lakir has read How to Train Your Hag.
I'll roll a history check to see if I remember.
I do not remember you telling me this at all.
Roll history checks to see if you recall, because you've both read the book.
Yes, please. This seems like pertinent information.
Finally. 22.
17.
Okay, both of you remember the phrase "va ridi chant nom," and you thought it was French when I said it the first time because non, but it's nom.
Ah, yes.
It is a hag calming mantra phrase.
Cool.
also, what if we said 5 minutes? Because I think the damage a hag can do in 5 minutes could be catastrophic. I feel like that's plenty.
Sure. Yeah. So
Unless, and then we have an intervention as well.
right. What are you guys doing though? You guys recall this phrase, both of you recall it. Are you chanting the phrase?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like me and Lakir maybe both would just immediately, like...
Yeah, I would start moving towards her and just try to calm her down. Probably, Lakir is not the wisest person, so he would probably like kneel down and just, Litsea, are you all right? Litsea, are you all right?
Yeah, 'cause he's still a shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
but
I liked that.
New
was
character
good.
voice.
You got your voices down. Are you chanting the phrase, or did you say that first?
I just would have said that like to you.
I looked like ready in action with my nunchucks, like ready to attack you.
Okay, yeah, and then I would stand up and the phrase in the book, Varidi shunt nom.
As you say it, Litsea, your eyes kind of like dance a little bit, and you change from hag form to gnome form, and you are no longer under the effect of blood madness.
There's still an old man in the corner of the hallway,
There's
though.
still an old man in the corner of the hallway that you're
Everyone's
afraid
still
of.
afraid of me, except Tess.
I'm just gonna sit on the floor, stare at a random point at the wall, and just laugh.
Okay, cackle or laugh.
No, just a little gnome giggle.
Okay, gotcha.
Thank you.
And now that you guys have cleared out this entire prison, where would you like to go?
I'd like to go up to Tess and cast Lesser Restoration so he's not poisoned anymore.
Okay, roll me a
Nice.
wild magic roll.
I mean, I guess if he wants me to, if he's afraid of getting, disintegrated or whatever, like 14,
That's the good table.
39,
Roll me a d4.
2.
For the next 2 hours, you have halfling luck and can re-roll any natural one.
I do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Nice.
cool.
Tess is now no longer poisoned. You guys are feeling maybe a little more lucky as the silence of this prison is circling around you.
This is starting to get out of control. I think we need to find Raven for Litsea. I think that she's the only one that can provide some kind of control for her powers. Though I don't know how willingly she'll provide it.
Now you're trying to find her to help us. You really think that's a possibility?
No, more... I don't expect her to do it willingly, but she may have more information for us. I mean, that's what we're visiting her for anyway, right?
Well, she's got Torinn's dad.
We didn't know that before we came here.
Well, yes, but now we know that.
While we're all chatting, I'm going to summon another little Feywild saber-tooth tiger as my healing guy and have him walk around and heal everybody who wants it.
Roll me a wild magic table.
Oh, yes. Natural 1 and 82.
Roll me a d4.
I rolled a 4.
For 1d4 hours, which you rolled a 4, everything you say must rhyme. If it doesn't rhyme, you take 1d6 psychic damage.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so awesome.
Oh, Danny, I'm so glad you're the one who got that.
Yeah, me too. So,
Well,
Daddy, how do you feel about that?
I summoned a healing spirit, and I summoned one so you won't fear it. Perfect. Who is feeling like they would like some healing.
Oh, me, 100%. I am so just...
That's gonna be so awesome.
For 4 hours.
I would die.
2,
The end of my character would arrive
4.
if I had to rhyme.
3, 2, 4, 2. I'll give that all to you. Anybody else pretty low? You?
I was gonna roll it on you because you said 3, 2, 4, 2. I'll give it all to you, and I'm like, all right, fine. I won't
good.
roll a d6 against
I could
you.
use a lot more healing. I'm at still half health.
Okay. You also can heal a 1 and a 6. And I hope that that's enough healing to help you get chicks.
Wait, what about when he's talking like
Danny, who's cursed.
Yeah, like metagames.
No, it's everything.
No, really though, like metagame speak is different, right?
Yeah, metagame's
Okay.
fine.
You still need to heal?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I mean, if we're like moving on, like I'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll go.
Like we can leave and reconvene with the giants
Okay,
and
yeah.
stuff.
I will hand you a superior health potion.
Oh my goodness.
In case of an emergency.
Thank you.
Apologize. But how are you wanting to go into this? Are we fighting or are we talking?
Apparently, it seems like a terrible idea to attempt to fight. So, perhaps we should try, as you said, being a little more diplomatic.
And you, Torinn, how do you feel?
I mean, it would probably be the smart thing to do, though I would rather just go in and light everything on fire.
Oh, I'm right along with you there. Don't you worry.
That's always the backup plan, isn't it?
That's fair.
If we do think that plan is best, perhaps we should take a long rest.
Well, we would be sleeping next to the enemy, which is the only thing that concerns me. Quite literally in a prison. Trapped.
We could barricade the doors to try to be
We have
sure.
our secret tunnel.
Well, I'm talking just about the...
Secret tunnel!
I'm just talking because her castle is right next by, right? Mm-hmm. So any guards she has can be here in a little bit
And
should we stay too long.
Lakir did mention that we think that Raven has probably been more under control of our experience here than we thought.
She brought us here. If she wanted us dead, she would have killed us by now. She wants something. I don't know if she cares for our lives, but she wants something from them.
I mean, perhaps reusing the spell Mold Earth is something that we could find worth.
Well, if we feel safe here, we can rest.
It might be worth the try, and obviously we're going to want to have watch as much as possible, but we're in pretty bad shape to enter another battle.
Quite. Well, I only have to sleep for 4 hours, so I can keep a watch for at least half the time that you guys are asleep.
It is daytime.
Yeah.
It's like maybe noon.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
we've been here for a few hours max.
yeah.
So,
we traveled from
A
the
long
Bell
rest
Mall,
is not on the table, but a short rest would be if you guys would like
Okay.
to.
which we've already taken 2 of so far.
I
today.
feel like maybe our move is to go meet back up with the giants.
Yes.
go backwards.
I believe they're waiting.
They were waiting for us.
outside the castle.
And so we should go meet up with them, see if anything.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, we can take. Are we taking Harold out of here too? Are we freeing your dad?
I think he's worth taking along for the ride.
The information he has on my father, at the very least, maybe.
And at most, I don't really think he's a threat.
Yeah, he kind of
And
seems like a
also
chump.
in the note, you could trade him in for...
Yeah, we can trade him.
He's the only option you have to get Cord, is to trade
True,
him
he's our
straight up.
bargaining chip. Or murder. That's also our bargaining chip. But
Yes, but Raven did say she'd freely give you Cord if you gave her Harold.
she just wants to make you sacrifice something important. She already had both of them captured. This is a test.
I'm not going to say anything as my father is probably standing too close for comfort.
I mean, yeah, I'm probably going to look at him as I say it.
Yeah. He's just hands in his pockets, like kicking a little tuft of dirt in the corner.
Well, since your death may be imminent, we may as well discuss my father so I can at least get the information out of you.
Yeah, you gave me the sword, so we're
Should we
we're
talk
square.
on the way to the giant?
Yes.
Yes, and
I assumed we were walking.
Oh.
I want to check the supply room that we used the crates to block our hidden area. I want to look for loot, dog.
Roll me an investigation check.
9.
You find linen wraps and 2 days worth of rations.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting anything spectacular. I was honestly just curious, so.
I will just be asking him basically anything I can think about my father, like explaining the experience of leaving the Shadowfell without like a body and just trying to get an idea of what, if any, corruption that is left with Harold. Like if he feels his thoughts or motivations like to be darker than his own will would be, as well as like anything that is a weakness of his that could be the same to my father, as well as any information he can provide on my father that may be compromising to him in any way, shape, or form. Embarrassing stories to...
What? I've got a few embarrassing stories, though if it's that you're after, I think we'd sit down for a little while longer. But, well, you see, kid, I used to be the only thing that held your father in check. When I told you way back when that I was stronger than your father, back then, it was the truth. But that was because I was given a gnome body. I was never in the Shadowfell. I never have experienced the Shadowfell like your father. Your father was given a cursed elf body that was in the shadow, a shadow fae body he was given, whereas I was a gnome, and so we experienced different things, but I had quite the grasp on my physical form when Amalek came to Grumbopolis, and so I always was one step ahead of him. I always had enough counter spells stocked if he ever tried to attack. I always had something that was keeping me able to keep your father at bay when he tried to either hurt me or the people around me.
And what about your bodies? You were born without them.
Yeah.
You existed without them.
Right.
Until you were granted or procured your own. There's a way of putting you in one. Is there a way of taking you out?
I don't know.
Besides the obvious solution, of course.
I don't know much about... Your father got me my body. And so I owed him my life for that reason and chose not to outright kill him when he came to me. Your father made a deal with some demon for bodies in his shadow physical form of his soul self. And because of that, he was able to procure a body for himself and for me, but he was granted something that was more corrupted because he worked with that demon. And I was given a body and banished from the Feywild as well as the Shadowfell, even though I never went in. And I made a life in Grumbopolis. I raised my kid there, but your father posed threats. And now that I've been gone from Great Grumbopolis, I know that he's causing trouble. He's definitely abusing the power. Oleander was always right out of his grasp, because he knew if he attacked Oleander, I would be there to stop him. Oleander's blood gives immortality. And as far as I can tell, what would stop your father from drinking Oleander's blood at this point?
Probably nothing. I get the sense that they were never too great of friends in the first place. Well, I thank you for your insight, and I see your value. And that's all I'll say to him as I kind of turn away, and...
Thanks, kid. Hey, you want a good berry? And he laughs and pats you on the shoulder as you walk away.
I'll just not really respond, but, like, nod towards him, and then... Yeah, we'll keep heading towards the Giants.
All right, so you guys are heading towards the Giants, but I believe that's where we're going to end our session for the night. Before we end our session, though, everyone to take a point of inspiration. You have platinumed this prison, and for that you deserve something. Wow. So everyone gain a point of inspiration, and thank you so much for listening. Really, this prison was a lot of fun to run. I'm so excited for next week as the party is heading towards the castle. I think that we will be doing a fun little session as there's lots of emotions high right now, and it's all kind of coming to a head in the Feywild. But until next time, my name is Cade, and I'm the host and dungeon master of this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure, and I'm joined here by the players to my left.
Mason, playing Litsea.
Brooklyn playing Litsea.
Jameson playing Jack.
Danny playing Tess.
Caden playing Torinn.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for listening, and we hope you remember when life knocks you flat on your back, all you got to do is keep rolling. Have a good day.